YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Reggie with the light. Welcome to another episode of Narrowminded, where I come and bring you out of the darkness into the light. And today I want to bring you into the light about the gender wars that the powers that be are engineering and manifesting in our society today. Now, if you've been living in this society, um, you have, say you were born in the 80s, you can see the difference between men and women relationships from that time up until now. And you can see the back and forth that men and women are going at each other, especially on these social media platforms. And this has all been engineered by, the powers that be to destroy the family structure, to destroy the fabric of society. And it all boils down to, population control. We can get men to hate women and women to hate men, then they won't come together, they won't be making babies, and we can pretty much take over their children because now, the woman has to work so many hours, she don't have time to nurture the children, to raise the children, because she's out at work trying to get the bag, trying to be independent. So now we can push our agenda on these social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and YouTube. And we know that the children are going to have to be alone for a large number of hours, and they're going to turn to these social media platforms. And now we can push our agenda on the children. We could push our agenda on the children as far as, the LGBTQ community, teaching young little girls not to like not to like men when they grow up, and try to be independent and try to do as a man do and go out here and work hard and take care of themselves. Now, the funny thing about this is all of this really began in the 60s, right? All of this really began in the 60s, and it has trickled and it has exploded in the 2000s. It just have exploded. And we have this woman empowerment movement, which I have nothing, I'm not against women empowerment or anything like that, but at the same time, the woman naturally was built and designed to nurture the children, to nurture society, to raise the children. Men, on the other hand, was built to go out here, get the money, and take care of the family, to provide, to protect. Now what society is doing and the powers that be are doing is they're trying to reverse the roles. They're trying to flip the gender roles, right? And that's why you have so much confusion out here. Women say that they want a nice guy. They want a guy who, who's nice to them and who pretty much is a simp, but they don't really want that guy. They don't want a nice guy, because when they get that nice guy, they know that that guy is weak. They know that they can manipulate that guy, and they know that guy can, if they can manipulate the guy, then alpha male or other stronger men can manipulate him as well. And how will he be able to protect her or her children? So even though society is pushing this trick off on women and you gotta pay to get women's attention, no, as a man, you need to be focused on your purpose, on your goals, and focus on making sure that you are able to take care of a family or children if one day that manifests in your life. Chasing behind women, spending all your money on women, that's not going to get you to where you need to be. God gave you a purpose in this world and in this life, and if you follow your purpose, the right woman will come to you. But back to the gender wars. This is all just everything that's going on right now that the powers that be are doing. They're playing puppet master behind the scenes. They run your government. They tell your government officials what to tell y'all. They rolling out all of these agendas. They're rolling out this pandemic. They're rolling out these viruses. They're rolling out these these what do you call it? I can't even think. They're rolling out these viruses. They're rolling out these vaccinations. All of these things. They're rolling out all of this fear. All of this is to destroy society. To depopulate society. They're doing this to depopulate the earth. If you can get women to hate men and men to hate women, they will not be coming together. They will not be having children, and pretty much they are destroying the fabric of society. Now the thing is, they do this in a lot of ways. They get your the most popular people, the people who you look up to, celebrities and things like that, to push this agenda as well. Like the movie Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman. You know what I'm saying? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? How can you think like a man and act like a woman? If you're a woman, you need to act like a woman and think like a woman. And if you're a man, you need to act like a man and think like a man. You can't, all of this confusion, think like a man and act like a woman. Where is that going to get you? A lot of these women who are out here following this whole independent and I'm thinking about myself. I'm not thinking about anybody else. I'm going out here to get the bag. That takes the value of what they were made from by the Most High God. They were made to be nurturers. They were made to raise the children. They were made to give that love, But since they have gone this independent route, now they're more hardened. Now they're more miserable. Now they do not have love within them. And they have turned into whores. They have turned into the slut walk, and they have turned into something that's not even presentable, something that you wouldn't want to have children with, or you wouldn't even want to marry. When you think about the modern woman today, it's the thought society, the thought culture, the hookup culture, the sleep around culture. That's not what you think about when you think about a wife or a mother of your children. So. And also the thing is, they're talking about, women want to be men, right? But they don't realize men actually made money to take care of their family. They didn't make money to be independent. Men did not make money to just say, oh, I'm making this money for myself. I'm independent. I don't care about anybody else. Men made money, especially back in the 50s and in the old times. They made money to provide for their family, not to be independent. and that's the whole game that's being played on these women right now. They're telling women to make money to be independent. Don't care about your children. Don't care about your family. No, just do whatever you want to do. Right, and it is utterly destroying society. Now the children are having all this time to themselves. They have nobody no structure. They have nobody to raise them. They don't have nobody to make sure they're not doing anything, and that's why they are, and that's when the agenda is able to manifest, because now instead of a mother raising the children, now it's an iPhone, an iPad, a computer, a laptop, you know what I'm saying? Social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. That's what's raising our children these days. And on these social media platforms, who is owned by the powers that be, they can push that agenda onto your children. They can push that agenda on Netflix into your children. So now your children are being, brainwashed to think certain things are okay and to be and do certain things. And that's not how the Most High God designed this world to be. So this whole gender war between men and women really needs to stop, because it's going to destroy the fabric of society. Society is not going to do nothing but continue to go downhill. As y'all can see, society is going downhill ever since they have been trying to take the power out of the man's hands and put it into the woman's hands. You see where this thing is going. You know, there's no more freedom of speech. They're trying to take away your right to own your own guns and fire weapons and things like that. So whenever they want to really come in and put you under their control, you will not have no opposition against it, because they have turned your man into being feminine. Because now your man has to compete with his woman, and that's not how the roles were supposed to be. That's unnatural. Okay? And it's not like you can really compete with a woman physically, because if you put your hands on them, then you're going to jail. So they pretty much have made the laws stacked up against the man to what a point it's almost damn near impossible for him to be successful in these days and these times. You know, you see these divorces, like, you know, and that's another thing they did. They this marriage and the divorce that happens, where these billionaires and these multimillionaires, these men build up all of the, you know, they have worked their whole life to accumulate this wealth. As soon as the woman start tripping and she want to get a divorce, now they got to give up half their wealth. And that's how the powers that be, you know, take the power out of, you know, strong men, like men who are strong, men who are wise, men who are able to compete against them in order to keep society to be free. You know, this society is turning into a socialist, communist society. Anytime you try to speak against the powers that be, they try to off your, you know, they try to, you know, say that you're irresponsible. Especially if you got a large platform. For example, LeBron said something about COVID, and he put it on his Instagram, and all you see is people with the large following that you got. This is irresponsible. No, what's irresponsible is not speaking the truth. What's irresponsible is shutting your mouth and allowing society to go along when you can clearly see that there's a problem. That's irresponsible. See, they want to take away all the power from the powerful men in order to put us into slavery. And I'm not just talking about black people this time. I'm talking about every race. Okay, so, you know, the gender war is all manipulation from the powers that be in order to destroy the human race, in order to depopulate the human race, and it's working because women are so easily manipulated. That's why in the Bible, the serpent went to the woman to convince her to bite the apple with what God forbidden them to eat, because he knew that she is easily manipulated. But anyway, man, that's all I'm gonna say. If you like this content, please press the like button. I'm trying, and please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by March 2022. So, you know, help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? If you like this content, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, it's your boy Reggie with the light, and I'm out.